Hello, and welcome to this month's library haul. In this segment, I'll be sharing with you all the books that I found at the library, as well as what I thought about the books, and if I've gotten a chance to read them. And if I haven't gotten a chance to read them, then I'll share with you my reading goal for that particular book. So this time when I went to the library, I tried to get books out of all the different sections that I could. So today we're going to start with Dog Days of School by Kelly DiPuccio and Brian Biggs. Charlie wishes he could win a simple life with his dog, Norman. Mainly that means no school. Charlie soon learns to be careful what you wish for. Anyone who ever envied their pets would surely enjoy this book. Our second book from the library this month is Mustache by Mark Burnett and Kevin Cornell. This is a story about King Duncan, who really enjoys looking at himself in the mirror. The complaining townspeople don't find it too helpful to them, so they begin to play a prank on him by painting mustaches on all his faces all around town. What they don't know is that's exactly what needs to happen in order for them to get the very thing that they want. This was a very fun book to read, and it's full of great colors and an interesting theme. Barely peeking out of the shelf at the library was just, for me, a sign that I needed to go ahead and get it read. This book is called The Perks of Being a Wallflower by Stephen Chbosky. This was published in 1999, and the story follows Charlie as he deals with his adolescent years and begins to navigate adulthood. This book was actually banned in most American schools. Well, that only makes me want to read it more. Of course, it was developed into a movie in 2012 and starred actors like Logan Lerman, Ezra Miller, and Emma Watson. I always wanted to read this book, so when I found it at the library without really looking for it, I figured it was time to go ahead and get it off my reading list. I haven't gotten to start reading it yet, but it's the very next book that I'll be reading. The next book that I found is also on my reading list, but it was one of the books that, again, it just kind of kept getting pushed to the bottom. This book is The Shadowhunters Codex by Cassandra Clare and Joshua Lewis. Of course, every Shadowhunter must be familiar with the Codex, which is why finding this book was a gem, because I'm actually a downworlder. So don't let the Clave know that I found it. I love Cassandra Clare and all the Shadowhunters series. I'm currently reading Lady Midnight, which is the first book in the Dark Artifact series. So this will be another fun read to learn a little bit more about the Institute before I dive into her latest series. And then our final book from the library for this month is The Husband's Secret by Liane Moriarty. Imagine that your husband wrote you a letter to be opened after his death. Imagine, too, that the letter contains his deepest, darkest secrets, something with the potential to destroy you, but not just you, but the life that you built together. But imagine that you stumbled across this letter before he died. Now, this was a pretty great book to find because this is my first quarter book that I'm reading with my Facebook group, The Ambiguous Intellect. And when I originally requested this book from the library, it was completely checked out. They had 10 copies and 2 audiobooks, and they were all checked out, and they already had holds on the books that were coming in. So it was a great surprise for them to call me the day that I went to the library to let me know that I could actually get my hands on this book. The good thing about that is I can go ahead and get my reading done. The bad thing is if I don't get this read before my book is due, I won't be able to get it checked out again for quite some time, because there's already a couple people waiting to get their hands on this copy. So I hope that's a sign that this is going to be a really great read. So that's this month's library haul. I'll be back with you all next month where we will be checking out some of the best books about love in honor of Valentine's Day. So I hope you all will check out these books as well. If you got to go to the library this month, be sure to drop me a comment below and let me know what you're reading right now and when is the next time you expect to make a great library haul. Until the next time, happy reading.